Welcome back to day 8 of this free course where we're showing you exactly how you can set up a newsletter business in order to make it profitable in 30 days. You can see here these are all the lessons that we've already covered, and if you've missed any of these in this free course, then just go back to the description, scroll down, click the playlist link, and you can start from day 1. But what we're talking about today is how to create content. So in day 7, we talked about the fact that you can have 2 styles of newsletter, a curated and in-depth. We talked about the pros and cons of both and when you should one or the other, or when you should blend. If you've missed that, then as I said, go check out the playlist in the description. We also talked about how you can use AI to write your newsletter. So if you want to check out those videos on our channel, you can see them in the description as well. But what we're going to do now is we're going to split for a bit. We're going to check out these curated newsletters. Now that we've talked about the benefits of them, we're going to talk about exactly how you can create one using AI, and then we'll swap over and talk a little bit about in-depth in the future as well. So if you decided that you want to start off with a curated newsletter, which is a great choice for somebody who's just starting out, but you want to use AI to curate everything. So you've got 2 options, free and paid. So I'm going to show you a couple of tools. You can get the links to the tools in the description as well. But there are free ways of doing this and paid ways of doing this, and both have their advantages and disadvantages. But for this particular video, I'm going to take the example of hydroponic systems. I picked this because it is a niche that's got high ticket products that you could sell, and it's just a random topic that I picked, but let's pretend that my newsletter is going to be about hydroponic systems. So this is the Google search, and there's nothing to stop me going through and picking out some of this, putting it into a Google Sheet, storing it, and then using it in my newsletter. And then I could just, change the color of the box or delete it once I've used that particular article. But that is the longer way around to do things. The easier way to do this with a free tool is to use Google Alerts. So just put into Google Alerts, or you again can find the link in the description. And all you want to do is the keyword that you want to use, the keyword you want to find information on, you put it into the box here. So you will know already what your audience is interested in. So this might be a gardening or a hydroponic growing newsletter that I'm creating. So this is one of the topics that my audience is interested in. So you put this into search, it will look like this. Then what you can do is you can see I've hit enter and I've got all of these articles. What I can do then is I can go through and I can change all of these settings. So if I want it to just be UK based or US based, I can change that. And also I can get it delivered to an RSS feed, but if you don't have one of those set up, you can get it delivered straight to your inbox. And what that means is because you can change how often you can get your alerts, it says as it happens, because I've got RSS feed clicked here. If I had my email clicked, then I could change this to daily or weekly, or monthly, which means that you can get alerts as often as you need them. So you don't actually have to go into Google and do a search. You don't have to come into alerts regularly. You can just set this up for 4 or 5 different keywords. Select your email, select how often, and then hit the create alert button. And as soon as you've done that, then you will get those emails. You can then go through those emails, select the content you want, and include it in your newsletter. And the nice thing about this is you'll know that it will be current information because I've got news up here. So these are all the things that relate to hydroponics that have been in the news. So that's the free way of doing things, which avoid you having to do regular searches in Google. If you want a paid option, which is what I'm going to go on to now, then you can use a tool like this one. This is Radar. It's not the only tool that you can use, but Radar is an amazing social media scheduling platform, and it's also very reasonably priced. And that's why I'm showing it to you, because this is not only going to help you create your content for your newsletter and collect it all together and find it, but it's also going to help you share it on social media, which is obviously then going to help you organically for free grow your audience for your newsletter. And we're going to talk about advertising, paid advertising and organic traffic in the future to get more eyeballs onto your newsletter. But for now, all I want to show you is this tool here. So Radar have a 14-day free trial, so go ahead and check it out. And what I'm going to do in a second is show you their free tool. So if you don't want to use the paid tool at all, you can use the free tool, so just hang around for that. But you go into Radar, you head down to publishing, click on that, and then you want to hit onto discover. Then up here you want to put your keywords. I've stuck with the same one, so you can select your language, and then you've got all of these different sources for content. So we can get the AI to generate some content for us, so it's able to use AI and your keyword to generate some content for you that you can then use on your social media. But if I go over to the Google search here, or I could use the RSS feed and it will search through RSS feeds for me, or it will search on YouTube, but I've just gone to Google and you can see it has created all of these social media posts. So what I can do with these is I can then go through and I can favorite them. So they'll be added to my favorites, which means they're saved for future. So if I don't want to use them this week in my newsletter, I can use them another time. But what I can also do is I can go ahead and visit the source straight away, or I can publish now, which means that if Radar is connected to my social media channels, I can take this article, this summary, this website, and in just a few clicks, I can publish it onto my social media. So not only can I grow my social media with some of these, but I can also favorite them to use within my newsletter as well, which is incredibly useful. And as you can see, there's a ton of other things that you can do with Radar in order to help build your business using the social media. Just to show you how affordable this is, as I said, you get the 14-day free trial. Check that out in the description. If you pay yearly, you get 20% off, which means if you are on your own starting your newsletter, you're just one user, then if you pay monthly, it's $9.99 a month US dollars. You get 3 social profiles, so you can connect it to sort of Facebook and Instagram or wherever else you want to connect it to. You get 90 posts a month, which is more than enough for somebody starting out, and then obviously you're the one user. And if you've got the money to pay a year ahead, then you can bring that price down even more. And then as you grow, then you're able to have more social media posts, and then you get access to the unlimited posts as well, and you get the analytics. So it's definitely something to consider using, but I did promise you that I would show you how you get access to some of Radar completely for free. And that is with this tool here, and this again will be in the description if you want to access it. But we can generate engaging social posts in just a few clicks, but actually you could take these posts and just put them straight into your newsletter. Let me show you how. I put in my keyword here, which again relates to my topic. I've picked the media provider, so these are all stock media providers which are copyright free, so you can use them. I picked my language and then I've hit generate. Now this is a beta tool, it's a free tool, so it's a little slow. So I've already clicked and this is what is brought up for me. So if I don't like any of those images, then I can try again with another media provider. But as you saw, it produced images for me. The AI has written the caption for me, and it's even given me hashtags as well. So what I can go through, what I can do is go through, find which of these is the best for my niche, and then pick the best combination of image, title and description as well. If I don't like any of the pictures, that's absolutely fine. Then I can just replace it with one that I've got myself, or I don't need to use a picture at all in my newsletter. All I can do is take the title here, take the text, and then have a link to wherever I want to send my newsletter reader. Now if you hit the publish now button, that's going to take you straight over to Radar, where you can then schedule it within the Radar platform, or what you can do is go to this download button. If you click on the download button, it will end up on your computer, and then from there you can put it into your newsletter provider. If you don't have a newsletter provider yet, then stick around, because we are going to be covering those newsletter providers that include AI in order to save you time in a few days time. So definitely stick around for that. But for now, have a look on the screen if you haven't already checked out these videos that show you exactly how you can use AI to write an entire newsletter for you in just a few clicks. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one.